Welcome back. Let's keep going with some more string methods. Now we've learned about adding and removing ones. We learned about append, insert, and extend. And then in removing, we learned about pop, remove, and clear. There's a few other important ones. Let's go with the index. So instead of clearing here, let's clean this up. And we'll do basket.index. And index, as you can see, we give it a value, a start, and a stop. What does that mean? Well, we want to say, hey, what index is number 2? If we do index of 2 and I click run, it's going to give me 1. I know this is a little confusing, but it's asking for the index. Where is number 2? Number 2 is at index of 1. Let's change these into letters just so it's more clear. So we have A, B, C, D, and then finally E. And again, if I do D here and I click run, I get an index of 3 because 0, 1, 2, 3. It's on shelf 3 in our memory. And you can also do a optional parameter here, which is where should we start looking? So I want you to start looking at index of 0 and then finish looking at index of 2. If I do run here, I get an error. It says, hey, D is not in list because, well, we started at index of 0 and stopped at index of 2. If I do 3 and I click run, no, it stops right before 3. So if I do 4 and I click run, there you go. I get 3. Now, errors are not good in our programs. Ideally, we don't want to get errors. So how can we avoid this? What if we're looking for something and we're not sure if it's in the list or not? There's another nifty way of looking for things in a list. And this involves what we call a Python keyword. A keyword is something that you use in Python that, well, already has some meaning. For example, a keyword here, if I go to Python keywords, are all these words that already mean something. Now we're going to go through them, and we haven't seen a lot of them yet. But we might have seen true, right? In Boolean values, true means something. So in Python, we can't really use the word true because, well, it already means something. There's a word called in that, as you can see, as soon as we type, means something, is a keyword in Python. And this is quite nice. We can say, hey, is D in basket? And if I run this, I get true. Okay, is X in basket? I get false because, well, it doesn't exist. And this is actually quite useful, and we can even do it for strings. For example, if I'm looking for, let's say, the letter I in a word, and let's say it's I in hi, my name is Ian. If I click run, I get true because the letter I does exist in this string. All right, let's learn another one. Another one is basket.count. And we can count how many times an item occurs. So for example, if I do D and I click run, I get 1 because D only exists once in the list. But if I add another D in here and I click run, we get 2. It counts how many times this value occurs in our list. Very, very useful. All right, a few more still to go. Let's do some exercises and I'll see you in the next one.